Welcome to the amazing Top YouTube channel. On this channel, we're uploading the Top Facts video every Monday. Let's get started. We may not be living on Mars or traveling to work using jetpacks, but there's no doubt that the coming decade will bring many exciting technological advances. These have been boom times for futurists, a profession without credentials in which anyone can opine about tomorrow's undiscovered country. Ever since the turn of the century, a whole spectrum of corporations, intel and defense agencies, planning councils, and NGOs have expressed growing concern about timescales that used to be the sole province of science fiction. In fact, all those companies and groups have been consulting an ensemble of hard SF authors uninterrupted by the pandemic's travel restrictions. In this video, we're going to discuss a look into the future of tech. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick till the end. The modern world of high technology could not have come about except for the development of the computer. Different types and sizes of computers find uses throughout society in the storage and handling of data, from secret government files to banking transactions to private household accounts. We can fly to virtually any country in the world without any trouble, but what if we could all one day see the Earth from space? Companies such as Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, and even Amazon's Blue Origin want to make it a reality one day and give us a very expensive seat aboard a spaceship to take us into orbit. Passengers on Amazon's New Shepard space shuttle will be taken 100 kilometers above sea level before parachuting back to Earth. In the future, you could sit on the couch and order up a custom movie featuring virtual actors of your choice. Meanwhile, film studios may have a future without flops. Sophisticated, predictive programs will analyze a film script storyline and forecast its box office potential. In the future, your doctor will shower with you. Well, not exactly, but here's what one telemedicine expert has to say about the coming evolution of remote care. Miles Romney, co-founder and chief technology officer at telehealth company eVisit, paints a vivid sci-fi-seeming picture of what virtual care will look like in the year 2050. He starts by describing a hypothetical person's morning shower. The shower stall will be outfitted with a high-tech system, says Romney. Aided by an ocular or neurological implant interface, the system takes a full-body CT scan, while myriad instruments gently check various personal health metrics and vitals, cataloging and sending those details to a care team. The optimist, responding to the better, worse, no change question, expressed hope that in the next 50 years, digital advances will lead to longer lifespans, greater leisure, more equitable distributions of wealth and power, and other possibilities to enhance human well-being. At the same time, nearly all of these experts' written predictions included warnings about the possibilities of greater surveillance and data abuse practices by corporations and governments, poor security for digitally connected systems, and the prospect of greater economic inequality and digital divides unless policy solutions push societies in different directions. Humans are considering education through computers. Students would not have to leave the comfort of their own homes to go to school. Linus states that instead of confining formal learning to the classroom, students would be taught wherever they might be by giving them access to centralized information networks. This would open up new doors for schooling and revolutionize the education system. Tasks for almost every profession and area of interest are done faster, more efficiently, and with less effort on computers. NASA is already sending robots of different shapes and sizes into space. As technology progresses, this makes sense. Robots don't need to worry about oxygen to breathe or food to eat, and they can be packed full of sensors to send data back to Earth. The same applies in the workplace. Robots can take on the more difficult, dangerous, and dull jobs to save mankind the trouble and risk. They can also theoretically operate more quickly, efficiently, and with fewer mistakes too. There were about 707 million cybersecurity breaches in 2015 and 554 million in the first half of 2016 alone. Companies are struggling to stay one step ahead of hackers. USC experts say the self-learning and automation capabilities enabled by AI can protect data more systematically and affordably, keeping people safer from terrorism or even smaller-scale identity theft. AI-based tools look for patterns associated with malicious computer viruses and programs before they can steal massive amounts of information or cause havoc. The person's daily data is analyzed in real time by artificial intelligence and validated by providers. A transdermal infuser then delivers a personalized cocktail of exactly what's needed: vitamins, relaxants, pain relievers, beta blockers, anxiolytics, TNF inhibitors. The shower begins, and as hot water hits, one already feels the positive effects. Artificial intelligence is a key component to the vision for human-centric computing. Within the wide arena of artificial intelligence, expert systems could become useful for completing specific complex tasks. AI will remain valuable regardless of whether we're able to fully build fully functioning robots or human-esque brains. AI, the harnessing of intelligence on the computer, will turn complex thought processes into fast computer simulations. It will be used to analyze past events and predict the future. The ability of these systems to explain the reasoning process through backtraces and to handle levels of confidence and uncertainty provides an additional feature that conventional programming can't handle. Electric cars are nothing new, they've been on our roads for some time now and they're only getting better. Car batteries are lasting longer, the charging station infrastructure is growing, and self-driving technology is being heavily invested in, meaning it's coming sooner than you probably think. Tesla already has a complex autopilot mode that can take over some driving controls, but one day car manufacturers hope to let us go completely hands-free. Many new things come up with the internet, such as social media, webcast, and vision reel, etc. We can't refuse to use the new technology which is more and more popular, so we have to accept them and try to use them in the best way. The world changes faster and faster. In early, the computer was remembered that a large machine which placed in specialized rooms needed to use skilled operators were the limited market, but now the computer is smaller, faster, and easier. People have to accept the changes in order to make the world better. When there's no space left on the roads, it's not unreasonable to think we might take to the skies. There are already plenty of interesting flying car designs that show this future as a realistic possibility. Perhaps if it's not flying cars, we might all have other forms of personal transport. Jetpacks, for example, have been a popular pursuit of inventors and thrill seekers for decades. AI assistants will help older people stay independent and live in their own homes longer. AI tools will keep nutritious food available, safely reach objects on high shelves, and monitor movement in a senior's home. The tool could mow lawns, keep windows washed, and even help with bathing and hygiene. Many other jobs that are repetitive and physical are perfect for AI-based tools, but the AI-assisted work may be even more critical in dangerous fields like mining, firefighting, clearing mines, and handling radioactive materials. The place where AI may have the biggest impact in the near future is self-driving cars. Unlike humans, AI drivers never look down at the radio, put on mascara, or argue with their kids in the back seat. Thanks to Google, autonomous cars are already here, but watch for them to be ubiquitous by 2050. Driverless trains already rule the rails in European cities, and Boeing is building an autonomous jetliner. Pilots are still required to put info into the system. In this world, development is considered to be the most important factor because human beings tend to invent and create new things so that they can compete with each other in their own field of work. Moreover, the people who choose their field which is relevant to computer appliances in their daily life also thinks the same, and they develop the improvement of the computer from time to time until the computer technology reaches the development that we don't imagine before. When we think about modern society, the first thing ever hit up our mind is the technology of the computer, so we can't deny that the importance of the development of the computer is very important to the growth of modern society and the country's business economy. Will AI mostly be used in ethical or questionable ways in the next decade? Isaac Asimov, in his Robot series, conceived a future when ethical matters would be foremost in the minds of designers of AI brains, not for reasons of judiciousness, but in order to quell the fears of an anxious public. No such desperate anxiety about AI seems to surge across today's populace, perhaps because we're seeing our AI advances mostly on screens and such, not in clanking mechanical men. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon for more updates and notifications. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video.